Hello everyone, my name is Chaseter and welcome back to another Grand Theft Auto Online video. Today we're going to be customizing the Vapid Retinue Mark II, which is primarily inspired by the Ford Escort Mark II. This vehicle will put you back about $1.6 million, but this week in GTA Online you can actually get it for $850,000. So without further ado, let's get right into the customization. Let me know if you guys are having this same glitch in your mansion. It straight up sounds like it's on fire. So for your guys' sake today, I'm actually just going to turn the volume off until we can get into the test driving portion of this video. But for the armor, we'll get the 100% armor. For the brakes, we'll get the race brakes. Moving on to the bumpers, we can totally rip that sucker off, or we can get a rally bumper, a track bumper, a street bumper, racing splitter with oil cooler, or the racing lip with intercooler. That's pretty interesting. I really want to go for a rally build today, but I really don't know what kind of bumper I should choose, so we're going to come back for that. For the rear bumper, we can actually get a carbon diffuser, which looks way better. For the engine, we'll get the level 4 engine upgrade. For the fenders, we have carbon arches, rally arches, secondary rally arches, street arches, and then the carbon street arches. We're definitely going with the rally arches. That looks so sick. For the grille, we have the plastic housing, the primary housing, the secondary housing, and then the carbon housing. Let's go with secondary housing just to see what we can do with the paint job later on. For the headlights, we have the horizontal tape and then the cross tape. I actually like the look of the cross tape. We're going to go for that today. For the hood, we can take that sucker off once again. We have a lifted vented hood, a dual vented hood, a rally hood, a race hood, a carbon race hood, a performance hood, and then a carbon performance hood. I think I'm going to go with the lifted vent hood. That looks pretty good. Moving on to the liveries. We have the white stripes, the black stripes. We have the Vapid Classics, the Redwood Rally, the Queefstat Rally, the Douche Rally, the Arrow Rally, the Chappelle, the Atomic, and then the Jakey's Rally, which I don't know if I've ever seen that livery. So for the livery, I think I'm going to go with the Jakey's Rally livery. I don't really remember seeing this livery around when this car came out, so I don't know if it's new, but we're going to choose that. And for the respray, let's see what I can come up with to match the livery. So for the paint job, I went with a bleached brown. And then for the pearlescent, I went with a black just to make it look more of like a rally paint job. Okay, so for the secondary, we can actually change the headlights. I think that's the only color that's changing here. And I think we're going to go with the black just to match the rest of the black accents on the car. For the roll cage, we have the street half cage, the dash dodger cage, and then some padded options for that. I think we're going to go with the dash dodger cage, because what's a rally car without having a roll cage, am I right? Moving on to the roof, we have a racing scoop, a rally scoop, a street scoop, a primary sun strip, and then a secondary sun strip, which just looks so bad. I think I'm going to skip over all the options. I would go for like a rally scoop, but it messes with the livery. Moving on to the spoiler, we have the ducktail, the primary ducktail, the street wing, the Vapid racing wing, the sport wing, and then the Vapid rally wing. I really do like the look of the Vapid racing wing. It honestly doesn't look that rally looking, but it just fits the car so good. For the suspension, oh my gosh, you can actually lower this thing all the way to the ground. Even though this thing is a rally build, we're gonna go with the lowered suspension. For the transmission, we'll get the race transmission, and for the turbo, of course. For the wheels, let's see what I can come up with. So I think for the wheels, we're gonna go for the Hot Ring Steelies. So for the wheel color, I'm thinking about either doing a frost white to match the rest of the livery, or we could do some type of red to match the livery, or a straw brown, or maybe a desert tan. I don't know, every time I look at the Frost White, I'm like, oh yeah, that looks like a rally car. So I think we're gonna choose that. Hopefully you guys don't hate me for that. For the tire design, I do think we need some type of tire design just to pull this build together. So I think we're gonna go with the Atomic logo. I can't find any tire sponsors on this livery, so I guess you can just choose whatever you want. For the windows, we're not gonna go for any type of smoke because, I mean, hey, it's a rally car. And I think that's gonna do it for the customization. Well, here it is in all of its glory, the Vapid Retinue Mark II. I think this build came out so good. It looks just like a rally car in my opinion, and I am so excited to take this thing for a test drive. First rip. Oh yeah, this thing sounds good. Ooh, the handling is actually not too bad either. I was gonna skip this jump today, but let's just do it. Let's go. Oh, something I just noticed is we didn't have any exhaust options for this car, which isn't horrible, but I love the exhaust puttering sound when you let off the acceleration. And I think it'd be really cool if you had like a bigger exhaust back there to have like a bigger flame. This thing is actually pretty quick. I mean, obviously it's not going to compete with like any supercar or anything. The turbo sounds so good on this car as well. All right, so we're coming up on a dirt road, and that's really where you want to be when you have a rally car. Oh yeah, and it's taking these curves really nicely, actually. And like other cars, like if you take them off-road, they like to flip over a lot. They like to get on two wheels and things like that and flip over, but this car is not having that issue whatsoever. This thing is actually so fun to take on a dirt road. But let's get into the cockpit of this vehicle to see what the speedometer is saying, even though you should never trust a speedometer in GTA. Honestly, for this being an older GTA vehicle, it's pretty quick and the performance is really good. That was a sick drift. We were reaching speeds around like 120 miles per hour, but I want to get one last top speed run. And it does look like the top speed is going to be like 125 or like 130. So I think that's going to do it for the Vapid Retinue Mark II. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a thumbs up. And as always, I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.